And nigga, be real to yourself before you real with anybody else. Hey, gang. What's the big old deal, man? What's the big old deal, man? So today, man, y'all see the topic, man. Hold on, let me 1 second. I want to put up this picture for a second before we get into this segment, man. Man, I seen this. I was hot, gang. I was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Any father that could do that to their child, bro, yeah, it's up. Hold on. Let me put that right there for a second, man. So here's the heartbreaking story, man. Allegedly, a father in Compton has been arrested for the unalive situation of his son. Now we go get into it. I don't have full detail, but we go watch the news report. Everybody that's seen it, chime in, tell me what y'all think. What's y'all thoughts, homie? I know it's a lot of parents out there, you know what I'm saying, that can really resonate to how any father would feel some type of way when you do something horrific like this to your child. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's just get into it, homie. Rest in peace, Princeton, man. You know, seemed like a little nice young boy, man. So let's follow this story, man, and be optimistic about it, man. And we go bust out 1-2 about it. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Letting some of my good peoples get up in here one time. All right. And 5. All right, we got about 36. That's cool. All right, let's do it. 4, 3, 2. Go.
Meantime, we're learning new details after a 9-year-old boy was killed. Today, the LA County Sheriff's Department announced they arrested the boy's father for murder. NBC4's Alex Rosier joins us live from West Rancho Dominguez with the very latest. Alex.
Annabelle, 32-year-old Nicholas Jones is now in jail, booked for murder after investigators say he shot and killed his 9-year-old son outside the home behind me this weekend. I want to show you a picture of Princeton Nicholas Jones. This photo shared on a GoFundMe, raising money for his family. That GoFundMe said the 9-year-old was shot in the backyard of his grandparents' home. Deputies responded to the shooting around 7:30 Saturday night at Haskins and Alondra in West Rancho Dominguez. Princeton died at the scene. The Sheriff's Department is not saying what led to his father's arrest. We looked into his background, and it doesn't appear he has any significant history with law enforcement. We also reached out to the Department of Children and Family Services to see if they've responded to calls involving this family, but they said state law doesn't allow them to share that information. Also today, the Long Beach Unified School District confirmed Princeton was a student in their district. And this afternoon, we met a woman named Alondra Delgado. She left flowers at the home and said she was one of his special ed teachers. She says he had autism. She told me he was a great kid, but she witnessed signs of neglect, and people at the school reached out to DCFS.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all heard what she said? She reported that there were signs of neglect. Look at this little boy, man. You mean to tell me, hey, hold on. Hey, catch this game though, right? So you mean to tell me that a teacher can report signs of neglect and they don't even go follow up on, there's no follow up? Come on, gang, look at this. Man, listen, homie. Even the fact that he was just placing special ed, bro, like that's the first thing they do to children, man. That little dude looked like he had a bright, he could have been anything. He could have been a football player. He could have been a little painter. Dang, this is crazy, nigga. Hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all like this, man. Grab y'all kids, man, and let them know, I got you. All that other shit ain't about nothing, man. This to me is like, when it come to children, homie, yeah, man, that's one topic I don't play with, man, because I feel like the youth, they got a right to try to live their natural life. Let's go.
I just saw he looked like he hadn't been bathed for a while sometimes, and just things like
crazy.
that where you could tell that he was going through something. I'm in the same clothes often, all week, months, the same clothes.
What do you want people to remember him?
I want them to remember him for his heart, because he had a really big one and he was just happy and wanted to learn more about the world.
After Princeton's passing, Long Beach Unified Schools said that counseling services will be available for students and staff who need them. As you look live right now at some flowers and candles that are left outside the home where the shooting took place this weekend. As for his father, who is now in jail, being booked on that murder charge, held on $2 million bail.
Oh, yeah. It's over for you, partner. Hold on. Let's get up out of there for a minute. Man, it's over for that dude, bro. Yeah. I don't know what kind of drugs, that dude must have been on, but nigga, I don't understand. It's not enough drugs in this world that could make me, listen, man, I wouldn't care if my son didn't stab me with a knife. I would never pick up no weapon and try to knock down my child. Come on, man. That little boy was 9 years old, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the way that teacher just explained it, she was like, he came to school dirty. You know what I'm saying? Wore the same clothes every day. He probably was smelling, you know what I'm saying? And that's because, at 9 years old, as a parent, a mother or a father, you got to tell that child to go get their ass in that tub. You smelling what I'm saying? If you're not pressing that type of line on that child, children, man, he's still a baby. 9 years on this earth, man. That's not enough. He don't know what life is about. He don't even know, all right from wrong. He know the basics, but he don't know this is a big ass world that we live in. Just imagine a 9-year-old is just getting, the bad end of the stick. My nigga, anybody that would see that, if I was down the street and I seen a little boy and he was smelling and he had dirt on his face, you know what I'm saying? Hey, where your father at, bro? You see what I'm saying? Hey, what's up with your son, homie? I would jump in the business if I seen that. You see what I'm saying? I would get on your ass. No, I take that back. I'm not heroic like that. But if I happen to see an innocent child and God told me to say something, yeah, I would say something. I'm not just gonna go around spotting every little kid that's been neglected and I'm over here superhero. No, I'm not gonna do that. But that little nigga, man, nigga, if I'm right next to him and he smells and shit, and his daddy right there, yeah, I'm gonna say something. Yeah, I got something to say to him. No, I got something to say to him. Hey, come here, bro. What's up with your son smelling like that, man? Nah, that smell that little boy got it's uncomfortable. And as a man, you should know that little boys need to wash they, you know what I'm saying? The nigga been on nigga helmet, bro. That's effed up, man. What's up with everybody in the chat? Salute, man. We talking about, the 9-year-old, man. Shit, nigga. I remember I was 9. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Piss poor. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I ain't never had no dirt on my face and shit. We used to wear the same clothes, you know what I'm saying, and share the same clothes. But nigga, it looked like that little young man right there, man. He had a bad end of the stick. So yeah, let's look at the rest of these news reports, man. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge and the jury. Yeah, man. When I seen this, I was like, God damn, man. I seen that. I said, yeah, man. We gotta touch on that. Let me see. Hold on. And all right, let's go.
Release some new details this morning about the shooting. So authorities planning to release some new details this morning about the shooting death of a 9-year-old boy in Compton.
Just awful. Gigi Graciette is live in Compton with what we've learned so far. Gigi.
Good morning. Yesterday, friends and family gathered at the scene where this little boy was killed in a prayer vigil, and also to ask anyone who might have information on who would do this, who would shoot a 9-year-old boy to death, to please come forward. Take a look. His name was Princeton Nicholas Jones, and he was only 9 years old. And we say was because on Saturday, someone shot the little boy to death right in front of his grandfather's home on Haskins Avenue in Compton. It was just after 7:30. Now, Princeton's family describes him as a beacon of joy with an infectious smile. They say he was loving and bright, and they're asking anyone who has any information on who did this to this little boy who shot and killed.
Man, I think I ain't gonna lie either. I'm not gonna lie, man. That GoFundMe account about to be like at 1 million. That story, I know, listen, not like that, but I like that. It's crazy because, people weep for stuff like that, which is right now, this is definitely a sad situation. But, whoever put that GoFundMe account, I wouldn't be surprised if they end up a millionaire, man, because when you do something like a 9-year-old child, man, I know all the women out there, oh my God. It's at 33,000 right now. You see what I'm saying? And it's a tragic how, somebody, what if the person who actually doing this GoFundMe account, first of all, I feel like if you ask for 5,000, once you reach 5,000, you get the rest of that money back to them people, man. You ain't finna go ahead and get rich. That little boy ain't here. I could see if he was in a hospital and, he wanted PlayStations and TVs and all that, but digital, homie. Look at Nina boy. He looking at these. Look how much money they making over there. Saturday, you made nigga 33,000. No, this not Uncle Nephew. Chill out, bro. You always want to try to joke at the worst time, man. Come on, Uncle Nephew be tripping. I swear to God, I'll be trying to be serious, and this nigga will want to come on here. A 9-year-old was just murdered by his father, and he want to get out here and tell about, man, that's 33,000. What? Man, give about another 2 weeks. Man, that'll be like $250,000 in there, man. Dang, that little nigga ain't gonna get to spend none of that. You know what I'm saying? And we know what's gonna happen with that money. They gonna go get them a new car. They gonna pay their bills. And if somebody, dealing with somebody on the side, man, you know what I'm saying? What they keep. Hey, listen, the little, come on, man. 33,000. All right, cut it off. Because I think a funeral will only cost no more than what? 10,000, 15,000? You know what I'm saying? And let me find out they cremate them. Oh man, it's just gonna be bad. You see what I'm saying? Because they still got that GoFundMe account up. Somebody looking at it like, oh, God is good. Everybody's sending money. And that's a lot of money for somebody who they didn't even bathe this little boy. You see what I'm saying? This little boy was out here going to school in the same clothes. So, why didn't nobody bathe him? If he had family members and siblings, why nobody took care of him physically? You didn't have to give him money, buy him some new clothes, help him wash his clothes, something, feed him. He shouldn't be going to school smelling like that. And now he's gone, man, 30, man, look. Where was y'all washing? Why y'all didn't wash and clean him when he was alive? It's to me, I hate to see a sad story like this, and I'm not judging, but I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. If that teacher who came up on the news said he came to school, they tried to contact children's services like, yo, this little boy, he looked whooped in the face. He haven't had a bath. Nobody's bathing him. Nobody's doing anything for him. And then he just happened to die. And all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? I seen a GoFundMe. 33, man, listen, bro. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's less than 72 hours, 33,000. So just imagine 2 weeks from now. What if you see $780,000 in that GoFundMe account? What would they need all of that for? Everybody just unloading 2,000. I better get $5 from you niggas. Gotta get $5 in the guy. Just playing, but no. Chill out, Uncle Nephew. Nah, man. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. A father that would do that, homie. Let's see. And he got killed in front of his grandfather's house. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see. Hold up. There you go. Oh, here we go. All right. And yeah. And the cold thing, you know, he was 32 years old, the father. Hold on. Shout out to Black Gen Z Mindset, man. This is actually his content. Let me go and I'm gonna link it right there. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. You 32 years old. 32. What will possess you to even want to harm your son? Niggas be lying when they say, oh, the drugs made me do it. Nah, nigga, I wouldn't care how high I was. I'm not finna pop my son off no drugs, homie. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. And here we go.
Authorities are planning to release new details this morning about the shooting death of a 9-year-old boy in Compton.
It's heartbreaking. Gigi Graciette live in Compton with what we have learned so far. Gigi, good morning.
Bob and Brooke, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Today, the search continues for a killer, the person who shot that little boy to death. Take a look at the victim. His name was Princeton Nicholas Jones. Loving and bright, say his family, describing him as a beacon of joy with an infectious smile.
Wow. So we have this young man, Princeton Nicholas Jones, who was shot and killed in the city of Compton, one of the worst places when it comes to crime, specifically black on black crime. And you got a lot of Hispanics now taking over Compton, a lot of illegal aliens taking over Compton. But in this case, this is coming straight out of the community. And unfortunately, we have to report on yet another young black child whose life was taken abruptly due to violence in our neighborhoods. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Again, he was only 9 years old. Was because on Saturday, someone shot the little boy to death right in front of his grandfather's home on Haskins Avenue here in Compton. It was just after 7:30 p.m. And from preliminary information, no one saw anything or no one was saying anything, leaving a family devastated. After all, who would shoot a little boy? One who had overcome so much in his young life, starting with being diagnosed with autism at age 2.
Wow.
He innocent. He didn't deserve that. He wasn't bad, like a bad kid.
That's
and
the auntie.
TT boy so much. And if anybody know who did this, can y'all please say something? Because my nephew didn't deserve this.
Now, I didn't catch the name right there, but I don't know, chat, man. That teacher, y'all remember that teacher, man? That teacher said she was adamant. She said that, you know, Princeton would come to school and haven't took a bath in days. You know what I'm saying? So how is it, you know what I'm saying, that TT boy and all of that? That's what I don't trust nothing, homie. When I see stuff like this, I think of a money grab. You see what I'm saying? You know, when somebody died, somebody is always going to profit or try to profit. Prime example, when your mom, your dad died, you are supposed to take over with their possessions. Aunties, grandmas, when death, there's always a takeover of possession, homie. And mark my word, ain't too many people covered this story, but I guarantee you, when it get to 100,000, yeah, I told you it's what you're looking at. Yeah, you looking right there. Yeah, you. They own it today. It was some little funny little shit I seen. I can't do it today. I learned that shit, but you're like, yeah, they on Instagram today. Nah, man, this is crazy. 32-year-old father, man, unalived his 9-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? What kind of heart, what kind of mentality would you have that? You know, I don't care if a nigga do a drive-by, you know, you didn't pop the random person, but shooting your own, that's a different type of demon, homie. That's a different type of heart. That right there, it has to be something demonic inside your soul, demonic inside your spirit for you to even push through with that. You said, who even holding a gun at the 9-year-old? How do you point a gun at a child, bro? How do you muster up? Like, how do you posture up and do that? I wouldn't even lift my finger and point at a child with the gun symbol. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's off the backboard, nigga. The devil is always around the corner. You see what I'm saying? It's some murder in the air, man. Listen, man, that's why I say, man, these kids, that 9-year-old boy didn't even know what comes inside this big old world that we live in. Betrayal always comes from the people you know. Yo, father, what happened? Don't let this story come out that, you know what I'm saying, the mother wanted him back and you felt like since you can't have him, neither one of y'all can have him. How do you explain that? You know what I'm saying? How do you sit in the cell right now knowing that you gonna be safe in them prison cells? Listen, that's worse than raping a female. When they catch, man, when you hit that pen, they want to see your paperwork. Oh man, you know, man, you better go sit in a mental ward or something. You see what I'm saying? It's no way you gonna survive that. It's damn near impossible for you to survive that. Like, what grown? You 32 years old. You know, that's more than enough time to know right from wrong, bro. Let's go.
So, you know, she's asking people to come up, step up, talk about it, and lend a helping hand to the authorities. Now, we all know that doing that is a social death sentence and could be a physical death sentence in the community, but she's asking it nonetheless. And, you know, my question is, if it wasn't her kin, would she be keeping that same energy? And that is one of the things that we're dealing with right now in the community is, you know, people, once their loved ones, once their family members are hurt or killed tragically, that's when they want people to start snitching. That's when they want people to start talking to the police. That's when they want people to step up and do the right thing. When in all actuality, we should be doing that anytime, whether it's your child or not.
Well, now, hey, look, let me just say this before we get back to that. I'm not, at the end of the day, bro, I'm not never gonna, no, you know what? Sad as it is, yeah, no, you're not supposed to say nothing. You're not supposed to say nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter what that situation is, that community is still, I mean, it's hey, man, these rules been here before you got here. You know, a lot of times, oh, you know, you're supposed to say, nah, hell no. Matter of fact, go do something to the father who did it. You ain't supposed to go tell the police. Back in the day, something like, nah, we don't know who did it. Hey, y'all seen Woo? Yeah, that nigga back over there in that alley taking a shower bath. Y'all niggas march your ass back to that alley and y'all whoop the light and day out that man. You see what I'm saying? And then you tell him to go turn himself in because you're banned from this community. You don't run to the police. That's just my opinion. I don't think, it's crazy that I say that because, you know, I come from the culture. But my man Man's right now just said, you know, he said that's something that people should do anyway. And I get it. I get it. Shout out to Black Gen Z, man. But you know, as a street dude, I honestly believe, you know, you should really go whoop on the father. Now don't go to the police. What all they gonna do is lock him up in a cell. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna get no beating from that unless niggas catch him. But I feel like, nigga, if he's in your neighborhood and you catch him out of bounds, he's still running around town and y'all got the word he did that to his son, man, come on. Or you know what? You go get some big nigga named Tony who like chili on his hot dog. And, hey, Tony, go do that thing you be doing to them niggas, man. And go on and knock him somewhere. You see what I'm saying? You do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, punish him. I believe you punish an eye for an eye, you know? But nah, I just don't believe in you know, notifying the Elroys. Let's go.
Yesterday, family and friends, along with the neighbors and members of the community, came together for a prayer vigil honoring a young life lost as the search for Princeton's killer continues. Of course, if you have any information, please contact the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. As Brooke mentioned earlier, today we are expecting some new information from homicide detectives. Reporting live in Compton, I'm Gigi Graciette. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Gigi, thank you.
Tragedy for a South LA family this Thanksgiving weekend. A 9-year-old boy is shot and killed right in front of his grandparents' home.
Now, we're expecting to get more details on the investigation today, but as of now, nobody is in custody. NBC4's Brittany Hope is live in Compton with the growing calls for justice. Brittany.
Yeah, John Michelle, of course, this grieving family just wants answers. And I can tell you, I just got off the phone with the Sheriff's Department. They tell me they hope to have some sort of update in this case later this morning. So I'll make sure to stay on top of that for you. In the meantime, of course, community advocates and community leaders, neighbors are just wrapping around this family, giving them support as the search for the shooter or the shooters continues. There's still a lot of questions on this. Community advocates, though, and a GoFundMe page that says it was started by the 9-year-old's family identifies him as Princeton Jones. Saturday night, the child was shot and killed in front of his grandparents' home on Haskins Avenue and Alondra Boulevard. That home is in West Rancho Dominguez, just feet from the border of Compton. Yesterday, civil rights groups and organizations met outside that home after meeting with Princeton's family and called for justice, including the president of Compton's NAACP.
The whole community should be upset right now. Everybody should be on pins and needles because you don't know where the next bullet is coming from. And bullets don't have any names on it.
When you go out there and you make a decision to take a life, God is hearing and he's seeing and he knows you and you can't hide. You cannot hide.
Unfortunately, we are living in a godless society. So the consequences of God are, you know, pushed off, disregarded, and not saying that these consequences aren't real and dire, especially as it pertains to one's own personal salvation. But, you know, a lot of the people in the community, they're not really caring about God or even factoring that into their decision making. And I think that's a big problem. I think that's something that
All still questions we're working to answer. If you know anything, though, you are asked to call the Los Angeles.
Well, you know what? I gotta say this, man. And I said this earlier, you know, on one of my videos, bro. You know, coming from the streets and coming from gang culture, you teach the youth to embrace violence. In order to survive in the streets, you have to embrace it. And sometimes it's coming from your peers, you know what I'm saying? So he's 32 years old, you know what I'm saying? I will presume he comes from a background of violence. You see what I'm saying? And when you come from a background of violence, homie, you know right from wrong. You know who to shoot, who not to shoot. it's funny how a 32-year-old man got it in his heart to shoot a child, but you won't go shoot the people that's coming to arrest you. You know why you didn't shoot? Why you didn't bang it out? Why you just didn't bang it out, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, to me that's some coward stuff, bro. I don't think he's gonna last too long in prison. Any man that's up and behind the walls and they get word that you shot down your son. You know what I'm saying? Looked him down in his eyes. A child is looking you in the eyes. You pulling out a gun to him, he don't probably even know what's the actual effects to that gun if he's never seen nobody get killed. Kids play video games, they think they'll come back alive. Yeah, when I seen this, I said, yeah, man, I had to touch on this. Yeah, man. Shout out to Black Gen Z, man, for narrating the content. This is his video. Yeah, what's going on with it? What's up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Let's get it.
Sheriff's Department. Live in Compton, Brittany Hope for Today in LA.
Brittany, thank you.
New details this afternoon on the tragic shooting death of a 9-year-old boy in Compton. It happened last night in front of his grandfather's home on Haskins Avenue near Visalia.
Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is live at the scene where a vigil is underway this evening. Tim?
Joy, Michelle, that vigil wrapped up a short time ago, but certainly there was an awful lot of sadness and even frustration and anger that a 9-year-old was shot and killed. The vigil was held on the corner here behind me in front of that home there. You could see it's fenced in. That 9-year-old was inside the fenced area in the yard when those shots erupted last night. It's unclear if any adults were outside with him at the time, but he was the only one shot. At this point, the family is left with so many unanswered questions.
He didn't make it past 9. So I'm devastated. I have no words. I lost my son, my only son, my firstborn son.
Little Princeton Jones was only 9 years old, and he was staying at his grandfather's house on Haskins Avenue just off of West Alondra Boulevard when those shots rang out around 7:40 last night.
Oh, there go the mama right there. There go the mama right there. That's crazy, man. Hey, what y'all think, chat? What y'all think? He got shot at his grandfather's house. You know what I'm saying? What was he doing with the fire? First of all, y'all remember when we played the segment, the teacher who actually was teaching him at the school, she came and reported that the boy was being neglected. The little boy would come to school in the same clothes. He was actually had an odor to him like he ain't took a bath in days. Look at the family coming out now. And I'm not saying nothing shady or malice towards the family, but I just find it ironic that the teachers say that. And here go the fam coming, you know what I'm saying, with the amazing, commentary about, who this young man was. Man, that's crazy, gang. Let's go.
Now, his family described Princeton as funny, caring, and a kid who absolutely adored his mother. They said he loved to eat, too. His mother, grandmother, and other family members were here at the scene all morning long searching for answers, as our community leaders wondering when this violence will stop.
This is our community, and it is unfortunate that our young people can't feel safe in their own community. What's happening is a tragedy. It continues to happen, so we're calling on our DA. We have a new DA. We're calling on our DA, our sheriff. We need you guys to step up and do your job.
Well, unfortunately, the community has voted the Democrats in, and they obviously do not plan on doing anything about crime because enforcing the laws and locking up criminals is racist to a lot of Democrat officials, and that's an unfortunate thing because you have a lot of people who are in danger now that they have taken complete control of these cities in California.
Them to get involved in the community. We need the leadership of the community. We need our elected officials. Killings have to stop.
Certainly, first responders were quick on scene. The LA County Sheriff's Department spent the better part of the evening and even early morning hours out here on the street investigating. To this point, though, they have not said who the potential intended target was, but only saying that 9-year-old was the only person shot. Investigators out here to the early morning hours, and they are likely interviewing any potential witnesses to the shooting. But at this point in the investigation, they have not released a whole lot of information, and it doesn't appear that they have made any arrests either. The family has set up a GoFundMe account to try to raise money, but at the moment, those family members who are suffering and were out here earlier today are just trying to get some answers to figure out exactly what happened and certainly get the people responsible behind bars.
So, man, the mama, the auntie was out there crying on the behalf of, of Nicholas Jones, man. Princeton Nicholas Jones, right? The father is 32-year-old Nicholas Jones, man. Lil Princeton was shot down at his grandfather's house. So it make you think, this just happened Saturday, right? So it's not a lot of, information on what took place, but, you got to look at it like custody. What was he doing? Why he wasn't with the mama? And why was he at the grandfather house with the father? You see what I'm saying? Anybody that see them women on there, they crying, they're going to be asking who had custody of that child and why haven't they cut off the GoFundMe account? I feel like, a lot of times, GoFundMe, man, just imagine this story. It's a lot of people probably weeping with big hearts, sending $5s and $10s of thousands of dollars, and it hit 250,000 a quarter M. Man, come on, man. Hey, listen, that just say, for instance, that mother never even took care of that child. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about her, but just whoever started that GoFundMe account, and that GoFundMe account hit $250,000. And you got a teacher reporting that he was barely even taken care of. You see what I'm saying? They saying that he would come to school with a odor to him. He would wear the same clothes every day. Make no doubt about it. When you got a teacher saying that, you better believe it's nothing to lie about. It's no way a teacher will fabricate a story like that. You see what I'm saying? He wearing the same clothes for days. Come on, gang. That is definitely crazy. Autism, special ed. Come on, man. He couldn't, man. That little youngster, man, he couldn't, he needed somebody to fight for him. He couldn't fend for himself. He's 9 years old. He don't know what comes with this world. He don't know what betrayal looked like. He never seen, what the devil looked like. He's never seen somebody backstab you. He's never seen deceit, deception. He don't know what that looked like. A 9-year-old is like the Channel 7 News. They only see what they speak what they see. Like, come on, man, that's crazy. That young dude, you know what I'm saying, his life, man, you don't know what his life could become, But I always, when I see tragic stories like this, gang, I be looking at follow the money, because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That's too much, man. I'm pretty sure it's probably more than that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all barely took care of him. So what make y'all think it's cool for y'all to, you know what I'm saying, to have $75,000? You see what I'm saying? What make y'all think it's cool for that when you got teachers coming saying that he was wearing the same clothes every day? You know what I'm saying? And don't let it find out that the mother didn't even have custody over the child. And I'm saying alleged. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say anything of that nature, but I just think that this young man, and this is not to offend anybody, but I think if a teacher come forth with and say that he was, wearing the same clothes and he had an odor to him, and, you can see neglecting his face, then, you got to start looking into whoever asking for that money. Straight like that, man. But we gonna leave it right there, man. That's my time, man. Rest in peace to Princeton, Nicholas Jones. A tragic situation. this make me want to know if CPS was called. The teacher said that they reported it, but CPS never came. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know what the Compton. I mean, you know, I was a ward of the state, so I know how that was, man. You know, I went without for a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? They don't really come out like that, man. The system is grimy. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, I don't do the story times, but I grew up in that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? But you know, man, look, I was emancipated at 16 years old. That's how crazy it was for me. But to see this youngster right here, man, that rest in peace to him, man. You know, prayer hands go up. Yeah, man, we will touch back on this. Y'all stay tuned in. You know, 32-year-old father is arrested for the murder of his son. You know, when you hear that story, you know, that's some heavy, you know, that's ain't nothing to play with. So yeah, man, I'll see y'all on the next video, man. Y'all stay cool, and I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Let's go.